This is my new chunky kitten, Leela. She was a outdoor stray, or a kitten of an outdoor stray that came to us, and she'll be added to our pack of outdoor mousers. There's one of our other outdoor cats, Wolfie. So I'm just going to take you guys through how I set up a dog crate for our rescue kittens when we take them in, and they're just in this till they get a little bit bigger. Big enough to go up and down the steps in our back porch, and big enough so that I feel a little bit better with them being outside with the critters. And of course, I let Leela out a couple times a day to play and get acclimated with the other cats. However, I just thought I'd show what I do to set up a kitten in case anybody else is interested in rescuing kittens. And of course, while I am cleaning and setting up her cage, we will let her out to play. Her enclosure is an absolute mess right now. It gets like this about every 2 days, and I have to refresh it. So I'm gonna get everything cleaned up, and then I'll walk through what I think is really important for a new kitten and go through some details like what I use for all my rescue outdoor cats as far as food goes and how to keep that cost down. I want to point out I wear gloves when cleaning really anything for my cats, but especially a new kitten, because you know, she hasn't been to the vet yet. I'm not sure if she has anything. She's acting completely normal, but I just don't like touching like litter and blankets that she might have been walking on after being in her litter box and so forth. So I recommend just popping on a pair of disposable gloves and just taking some caution, especially if you're dealing with a lot of cats, or you know, if you're dealing with feral cats and things like that. Leela and Baby are playing while I clean her crate, and although it looks like Baby's being really rough with her, the second that gray cat lets this kitten go, I promise you guys, that kitten, just wait, she comes right back. She'll run over there, and she's gonna run right back over. Of course, she's gonna prove me wrong this time, but I promise Baby is a sweetheart. He's not hurting that kitten, and the second that kitten lets go and runs away, he usually comes right back. Okay, so I went ahead and refreshed everything. All I do is shake out these blankets real good. New paper bowls for her food. Her water I clean every day. You don't want some huge deep water bowl, just something shallow for the kitten's safety. Litter box, I change that probably every 4 days, so that was already good to go. And then essentials, if you don't have a crate, and I know these can be expensive to purchase, if you had a really big box with high sides, that would be perfectly fine for a kitten. And then I always include some type of smaller box so that she can go inside, or she does like to lay on top. If it was winter, I'd have something heated in here for her, but it being summer, I just make sure I have it in a shady area, which this is on my back porch, so I know she's not getting any direct sun at any time of the day. And she's over there playing with Wolfie still, and she's not gonna like that I'm gonna put her back in her crate, but I keep the kitten in a crate like this until they get old enough, like I said, to go up and down the stairs of the back porch. I don't let her free in the back porch because right there in that corner, my other cats decided to make themselves a cat door, and I don't want her getting out when I'm not out here. And then one other thing I wanted to point out with cats or rescuing cats, or just even getting a new cat for yourself indoors, this is the food I use for all of my kittens. It's Special Kitty. It's from Walmart. It is a huge can, and it is the cheapest food that you can get. And I know some people would say, you know, probably better to feed them something more nutrition or raw food or make your own food or whatever. But to me, a fed kitten is better than a hungry kitten, and my cats love this. This Special Kitty brand, you'll see on here it says kittens. Some of them are just for adult cats, and that's what I'll give Wolfie or Baby over there. They're not adult. They're just under a year old, or a little bit less, but they're fine on the adult food now. But yes, if you're looking to getting into rescuing cats, or you just got a new cat or thinking about getting a cat, this special kitty pate, they do make it for kittens, $1.97 regular price at Walmart, and when it goes on sale it's even cheaper, and I pick up a bunch of them. So yeah, that is how I keep my kitten when they're real small. Leela is joining the pack very well. She is adapting and getting along with the other cats, and they absolutely adore her. So pretty soon the screen door will be open, her crate will be open, and she will have all of the woods to explore. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll be happy to help.